Men are protectors, right? Where are all the men who are coming out to protect this child? Welcome in everybody, welcome. Welcome. Que sol de fevereiro, bem de verde acordou na janela, tá na hora de banana e canela. All right, so welcome in everybody, welcome. I'm your host, Tonya TKO, and we first reported on this on Christmas Eve. The person that you see on the right-hand side of the screen, his name is Floyd L. Wallace Jr. And he is a criminal. He's a person who has victimized children in Brazil. He's been arrested for assaulting police officers. I'm hearing that he has had over 13 different arrests in multiple states in the US, and then he took his criminality overseas, this time harming children, little girls. And he is a passport bro. So let me slow down for a moment. Let me just say this, right? I first reported on this on Christmas Eve, and I wanted to come out the very next day and talk about it because I had learned some new information that was very damning. There were people who were coming out on my page and they were like, oh, this is a setup. The authorities planted those teddy bears. If you haven't, go and watch the other video, the very first video that I did, the breaking news video, when we first uncovered the story, because there are comments in that comment section, Black women who have pulled out the cape. And I had to actually tell one woman, look, please be very careful who you pull out your cape for, because this right here, this ain't it. This ain't it. They started coming up with all types of conspiracy theories. You know how they did with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, and oh, they planted evidence. Oh, he was about to do big things. Oh. According to data that I researched a few years ago, they say as much as 40% of Black girls in the United States coming out of the Black community have been SA'd, touched inappropriately, just violated by men before the age of 18. I did research into the age gap that exists, and I believe it was for a 12-year-old girl, the average age of the perpetrator was about 27. And then when it got to about 16, the perpetrator was about 30. Like, these are not foolish little boys. When it comes to teen pregnancy, they're not little boys out here that are impregnating these girls. These are grown men. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that handles rational thought and complex thinking, the white matter in your brain is all turned into gray matter by the time you're 27 years old. This grown man right here knew what he was doing. And we have to stop giving these people passes, pretending as if everybody is out to get them. Some of these people are criminals. Somebody's touching these girls at home. Somebody is harming these children. Somebody is picking up arms in the neighborhoods and bucking each other down. Somebody's doing it. It's not all conspiracy. Have there been times in the past, like the Tuskegee experiment and other things that have come out? Yeah, but we have something that's happening right now. The passport bros are saying, oh, this guy is not a passport bro. We're going to hear from one of the most infamous passport bros, one of the PP boys himself, King PP, right? J Rello, where he is talking about how this dude is infamous. He's giving him his props for the work that he has done in the PP boy community, right? Okay. So J Rello admits that this guy is a passport bro. Other guys admit that he's a passport bro. What's happening is, right? I want you to pay attention. Look at my two hands. Here's reality and here's besmirching. In reality, people are committing these crimes. People are saying, oh, they're just trying to sully his name. Oh, they're setting him up. Oh, no snitching, even if he did do it. Oh, etc., etc. Meanwhile, we are living in terror. Let me explain to you what's happening. I want you to look at the two hands, right? On the one hand, we have these different movements, just like we have the trans movement. And when we're not careful and diligent, there are people who enter in using these movements as an excuse for criminality. This is why the people in these movements have to speak up and say, oh, no, no, this isn't right. But I'm going to show you something today, some footage that has been sent to me. So shout out to all the people behind the scenes who have sent me footage. Shout out to you. I don't want to call your name out in these videos because I don't know if you want to be acknowledged in that way with your name, etc. Because I have some people who are some watchdogs behind the scenes. And they're going through footage and these broadcasts, and they're doing the work that I, as one person, can't do. What I'm going to show you here today is Floyd L. Wallace Jr. in video with prepubescent girls, right? Listen. When you stand up and you see a woman like me, you see a woman like me who is grown, right? And you have people who come to my broadcast and they say, oh, Tonya, you're old. Oh, Tonya. I want you to just take a look. Look. This is what puberty has done to me. This. Puberty has done this. Puberty has done this. Puberty's given me some fatty parts, right? We know what a woman looks like, and we know what a child looks like. And I'm going to show you footage of this man with a person whom you can clearly see is a child, right? You can clearly. I started looking at the video behind the scenes and I had to stop because I would not have been able to have the strength to make this video because I almost began crying behind the scenes to look at this man on a date with a child and men inside the comments egging this on. So when you say that this man is not a passport, bro, where were all of you condemning this when he was standing up there on a date with a child? Where were all of you? The little girl has braces. She doesn't even seem really sure of her age as he's asking her to put fingers up to confirm how old she is. You can see that she's a child. And then there's more footage of him with a different young lady. You tell me if it's a different young lady. We're going to see her arms. One young lady has tattoos, and he's like, well, you know, she has tattoos, so she must be grown. But when you see her with her little braces on, how many of you, I want you to put up a 1. If when you were a child, you lied about your age for whatever reason, because you had a child's mind, put up a 1 if you ever lied about your age to say that you were older. I remember when I was 13, for some reason, I used to lie about my age as well. I used to say I was 16. Why? Because it seemed like there was a big world out there full of fun. And if I said that I was just a little bit older, then people wouldn't mock or, or put me down or make fun of me. And so I said I was a little bit older, and then I would be allowed into these worlds of fun. These are children's mind. The prefrontal cortex is not developed. I'm going to give you all a few moments to come on into the broadcast. My name is Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm currently in grad school for psychology. And on this channel here, we use viral video topics to unpack the patriarchy, to give you tools and lessons for women to learn to love themselves in these patriarchal systems that have denigrated and separated you from your self-love. Look at the votes coming in. Look at the votes staying in. There are some people who never lied, But many people did. And why did we? We were children. Why does a child lie about not eating the cookie? Why does a child lie about anything, right? Who is the responsible party? It is up to the adult in the situation to be able to recognize that this is a child and try to protect the child, right? Someone is saying, when I travel, I ask for ID. Let me tell you something. If you're with a person who is so young, acting or looking that ID has to verify whether or not they are 1 hour over 18, then you have a problem. Listen to what it is that I'm saying. If you have to look at a child and you have to say, well, hey, let me see that. Let me see that ID to see if you're 1 day over 16 or 14. I'm hearing the age of consent in Brazil is 14. And when you see this little girl put up her fingers, it doesn't really even seem like she knows. But hey, good enough for him and good enough for the audience. Now listen, I'm not condemning. This is not a judgment call about who did or who didn't lie about their age. It doesn't make you better if you did. It doesn't make you better if you didn't. You were a child. The things that a child does, these are the ways of children. And it's okay. You have the right to be a child. No, you don't know what you're doing. The adult in this situation does. So let's go ahead and jump into the very first video that I want to show you. If you were to just look at the picture of this girl right here, about how old would you say that she is with her big, 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 big smile? How old would you say that she is with this big old smile, braces, toothed and all? Judging from looking at her, I would say she's anywhere from 14 to 16. She looks very much like a child, right? She looks like a child to me. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the video. Somebody is saying, hold the hell up. Somebody is saying anytime someone would question him about the child's age, he would literally block them. Oh. So that's why we don't see the comments on his videos. But what about the men condemning him? Can somebody send me some videos of some passport bros condemning him in the movement before he got exposed? Someone is saying 13 or 14. Yeah, she looks and she, you know what? Let me pull up a picture. And this right here is me. This is me when I was 16. I don't smile big, big, big like that no more, right? So you can tell from a person's mannerisms. Look, that early, back in the days hairstyle, my little puffed up bun with the gold cord and all of that stuff. Polka dots, remember Rock the Dots? This was me when I was 16. I don't know what my mannerisms were like as a child because I don't have video footage of myself from back then. But I know that I was goofy. I know that I was childish. I know that I was because I was a child. I had the ways of a child. When puberty hits and the little body parts start growing in, there are some men who can be confused physically, but when you date a person, when you go after a person who you can tell from their mind state that they're grown. They're saying, I'm so cute. This is me. I'm so cute. Cute girl. Cute. Yeah, that was me. That was me. So when we have this person here with a person like this, who you can clearly see as a child, whose responsibility is it to protect that child? Men are protectors, right? Where are all the men who are coming out to protect this child? People are going to say, I hate men from doing these videos, but are you all saying that this represents all men? And shout out to the men who are in the fight, who are calling out these predators. Shout out to them because there are some watchdogs who are on it. There are some men who are calling these guys creeps. But let's continue forward. Let's continue.
One. Okay. One. Okay. She's 18. Yeah, she's 18. 18. So she's grown, guys. Don't
Well,
worry.
Now he's one.
okay, so I just want you to see. We're gonna scrub that back. I mean, look at her.
So one. Okay.
He doesn't look sure himself. Look at her face. He looks like he's coming up with a lie, right? And then she starts putting up some fingers. One of the fingers has 4 on it. Does it? Hold on. 3 or 4. Let's see.
One. Okay. She.
Oh, it has a 3 and a 5. So he's trying to say that she's 18 because one of the fingers has a 3 and one of them has a 5.
She's 18. Yeah, she's 18. 18. So she's grown, guys. Don't
Well,
worry.
18 ain't grown. Your brain is not even fully formed, son. 18 is not grown. And there are people who saying that girl is not 18. Listen, that's one video right there. I have more. I have more. When she put up the fingers, it looked like she didn't even know. This is not a confident, grown woman. This is not a person who knows what she's doing and what life is all about. No, but I want you to see this right here. This is the one that I couldn't watch. I want you to see how there's a man promoting son. He's promoting him, promoting to vote for him.
To vote for Floyd in the new Passport Bro Santo Domingo reality show.
The reality show to show how they could bag them little chickadees, huh? Vote for him because what you see in the video coming up is vote worthy. We're the people kicking in the door, waving the 4-4, saying, no, you ain't going to violate children no more. No, instead they're voting for him as King Passport Bro, King Pee Boy.
If you love Floyd.
All these men standing up in his face, and look at his face. He looked like he got a secret. Cheshire Cat, yaso. He looked like he has a secret. There's a camera behind him. You see this? There's a camera right over his shoulder.
If you enjoy the way Floyd moves, his hilarious antics, etc.,
vote for him if you enjoy the way he moves. There were people supporting this. This is what I'm saying.
Support Floyd by voting now for the Passport Bro reality show. Previously on Foreign Only.
TikTok, I've already verified. I've already verified the ID, man. So you can make up any false accusation you want. But I already got the ID verified, bro. So she already know what you're talking about, man. But she's 18, man, and I got the ID to prove it. So don't go there with that. You can call the cops. Go ahead, call them. They're not gonna do shit. Age of consent here is 18. In the United States, age of consent is 18. So what you gonna do about it?
You hear him sucking in his saliva. The man is foaming at the mouth. He's so happy to be with the child. But do you hear how he's talking? They ain't gonna do nothing. The age of consent. Let me see if there's a little bit more. Hold on before we go to the next video, because there's more inside this video, but it starts to get very creepy.
Now I am 10 years older, but still, it's legal, and that's all that matters. Well, I got ID to prove it. So.
All right. He said he got the ID to prove it, right? I want to bring you back to this Chris Rock clip.
You know, before I started comedy, I used to work at McDonald's making minimum wage. Do you know what it means when somebody pays you minimum wage? You know what your boss was trying to say? It's like, hey, if I could pay you less, I would. But it's against the law. Now, minimum wage is...
Okay, I want you to pay attention to what he said there. Minimum wage basically means that is the very absolute minimum that someone can legally pay you. Now, when it comes to minimum age, right? Are we moving according to morals and ethics? Or are we moving according to what is the absolute lowest minimum that you can get away with? And then what happens when the cameras aren't rolling? I want you to hear that again. Minimum age, y'all. Listen.
Hey, before I started comedy, I used to work at McDonald's making minimum wage. Do you know what it means when somebody pays you minimum wage? You know what your boss was trying to say? It's like, hey, if I could pay you less, I would.
So what happens when a criminal is overseas? Here's a Wikipedia page, age of consent by country. Jesus Christ. I can't believe what it is that I'm seeing. What? Women, we need to do what it is that we need to do to get these men out of power. We really do. Japan. Y'all, I'm not going to make it through this broadcast without crying. Japan is 13. Italy is 13. Canada is 12 to 15. South Korea is 13. Belgium is 14. Austria is 13. Thailand is 14. South Africa. South Africa is 12. Israel is 14. Romania is 14. Hungary is 12. Uruguay is 12. Croatia is 12. Bolivia is 14. Gabon is 15. Iceland 14. Papua New Guinea 12 for male, 14 for female in hetero relationships. Burkina Faso is 15. Liechtenstein is 12. Cape Verde is 14. Djibouti is 15. Australia. So by age, Australian Capital Territory is 10. What this mean? New South Wales is 14, South Australia 16, Tasmania 12, Victoria 12, Western Australia 13. Then we have ages of consent in Mexico. It looks like it goes from 12, 14, 15, 12, 12, 12, 13. Ages of consent in the United States. Arkansas is 14, Connecticut is 13. We have 14, 14, 16, 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 14, 13, 13, 13, 15. There's some stuff missing on here because I don't see Colombia. Where's Colombia on this list? And Thailand. Let's just do a straight up search. The age of consent in Colombia is 14 years old. Article 33 of the Penal Code state minors under the age of 13 will be subject to juvenile criminal liability. I don't know what that means. Age of consent in Thailand is 15. Let's see Colombia. 14. All right. Okay. So I want you to keep that in mind as we look at this video here. So this guy, the person who did this, is showcasing a dating show.
Welcome once again to another episode of Foreign Only with the one, the only, the legendary, the controversial, the entertaining, but oh so hilarious, Floyd.
The entertaining, the oh so hilarious. This is a little girl. She has on a uniform. Is this a school uniform? I see it's a light blue shirt and her hair is up in a bun.
In today's adventure, Floyd is in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, as he has a date with a very vibrant, cute little chica.
A very vibrant, cute little chica. I just want you to just pay attention. She's a very vibrant, cute little chica. I want you to see the size of this girl. I just want you to see this, the way that this young lady, this little girl looks, right? I just want you to see this for yourself because I am only showing you what exists. This is her body. This is how she looks. I just want you to see this child, okay? So when he's saying that she's a vibrant, cute young chica, where are the people who are condemning this? I want to know, where are the people who are condemning this child?
She shows in the mall.
He's saying that this little girl is showing him off. Wow.
Let's take a look.
All right, guys, we're going to explore this particular area here. Apparently, this was burnt down according to the lady. So we're gonna go inside and see what's
Lady, so you're going to pick up someone who's living in a place that could be condemned.
going on here. So we do got the burnt car. This is content, so we're gonna get it. We're not gonna reach inside the vehicle, but this car got burnt down apparently. And it's just been sitting here for quite some time. It's crazy stuff. So I just wanted to get that on video. We're going to explore this particular area though. So apparently this place is burnt. So we're going to explore it. We are definitely not going to go through that window. I don't think nothing of normal except some burnt stairs.
Let me just fast forward through this.
The car itself, because the further up you go, looks like the roof. It's pretty decent.
So instead of going to the waterfalls, the mines, the cultural villages, instead of going to the museums, instead of seeing art, instead of seeing sculptures, instead of doing any of that, this is what he's doing.
Let me go ahead and
Oh, so this is how he does it. He goes to some abandoned place, some downtrodden place, goes into the building, and then tells the Uber to bring the little girls there. And then he picks them up from that spot and then goes someplace else with them.
I don't like that she gets in the front. You better not go to Thailand or the Philippines. We should be
Hold on, let's
back
get
to the United States.
Hold on.
So we're waiting on this lady to come over and go from there.
So you see what type of creep he is, right? So he's in this property that's all burnt down, and then he walks out the door as the Uber is coming up.
But yeah. What? Yeah. We'll be going back to the United States soon enough. And then after that, after the United States, we'll probably go to Thailand or the Philippines. That's our next, because at this point, I'm going to be in the United States. And then after the United States, we'll go to Thailand or the Philippines, which should be viable options because I'll be near there from the U.S. Or I might go back to Brazil. Stay tuned for the vlog. Right here, hold on. I don't like that she gets in the front. You better not.
I don't like that she gets in the front. You better not. Look at this person. I just want you to see her. I just want you to see her.
Give me a hug. Give me.
This is the person right here. She's like 4 feet tall. She's like 4 feet tall.
Let's get back in here. ¿Cómo está? Bueno. Bueno. Please.
What the hell is this? What is going on here? I feel so confused. Is this her place? Oh my God.
All right.
This is his place, and she's picking up trash and junk. And the person who created this video said, ask yourselves, do modern women add value to your life like this? This nigga is fucking living in a goddamn sty with no fucking sheets on the goddamn bed. This motherfucker got a child coming over to his house, picking up trash inside his motherfucking place. And the bitch ass person who made this video talking about, do modern women add value to your life like this? And this nigga living like a fucking pig in another country. I need you to see this shit. She's in this house. These people got me cursing. Look at this sty. Look at this pig sty. Some worn out old dirty ass dingy mattresses. And the girl comes over and this nigga got shit thrown down on the fucking floor so that this child has to come over to his fucking place and clean the shit up. And the motherfucker who made this video talking about, do modern women add value, bitch? Instead of trying to protect this child, he's trying to talk about how much value you could squeeze the fuck out of them. This can't be for real. They don't see you as human. They throw their shit down and then wait for you, the fucking maid, to come over and clean that shit up. And they call that your value. Because his stinking nasty ass couldn't pick that shit the fuck up before she got there. He don't give a fuck. This nigga laying down on fucking dingy ass mattresses bareback. And there are men egging this on saying vote for him. The sheet was still folded on the damn floor that she picked it up from. She looks so fucking sad. Look her face when she comes around. Look, I just want you to see her face. I need you to just see her face. Is this the look of an empowered woman? Is this the look of an empowered woman ready to take on life? Or is this the look of a scared, dejected child? Look at her face. I just want you to see her face. And his nasty ass toilet with the seat up. This is the mess you want to bring a child into, a woman into? Talking about what value are you adding? Look at this shit.
All right, guys, we're going to FedEx.
So before he takes her to the mall to buy a little candy charm or a little candy necklace that she can chew off of her finger, she has to go labor for him in his damn rundown pad. Instead of going over to the country to enjoy the natural resources, to see the world, to eat different food, you want to go over there and sample children and make them work for you.
I gotta mail some things off. You know what I mean? Just in case some things happen, I gotta mail some things off. So stay tuned.
Just in case some things happen, I gotta mail some things off. He already knew he was moving dirty. He knew that.
That's right. Making sure everything's good. What? Oh, lo siento. Just waiting for you to get the document.
Filming people without their permission. This child looks so disempowered. It's now nighttime. This child has spent so much time with him, and it's the night. And I just want you to see that this girl's arms is not full with sleeves of tattoos like the other little girl. So this is another child. This is a different child. They're playing music, so I'm just cutting off the volume. But I just want you to see her. She's pointing up. She's so, I mean, this is, they say they love being with children because they can. Looking at this candy reminded me of a video of Floyd playing peekaboo with another young lady. I just want you to see how he was getting down. Just please, just see.
Ah, you so high. Peekaboo. 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 Just a little adorable, little right? A little peekaboo.
I'm not baby.
Peekaboo. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Crazy. You think dong.
Yes, you are a baby. Here, you are a baby. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, little baby. Peekaboo.
Like him.
This goes on. When we think about him and the footage that they showed, right? Remember this. This is them breaking in to his place and rounding him up, Mr. Charlie. This is them. But I want us to remember, look at this, how filthy he keeps his place. Trash can overflowing, clothes and stuff thrown everywhere. And it looked like his suitcase was getting packed because he was trying to get the hell up out of Dodge. I want us to remember the little teddy bear, the stuffed animals that he had for the children. And people are going to be like, no, they set him up. You see the types of things that he's drawn to. When was the last time you went to a mall and you were like, oh, let me catch the bubblegum machines?
The American is accused of raping and sexually exploiting several children.
Several.
In conducting their inspection
Look,
of the hotel room.
I just want you to see all of the paraphernalia inside of his room. Word on the street is that he was filming his encounters and that he was selling them to incels online and sick people online who wanted to see. I want you to see the amount of phones, cameras, equipment that he has in there.
He was lodged. The police found a significant quantity of electronic equipment, including files containing child pornography. They also seized a variety of items such as pen drives, memory cards, a notebook, a computer, multiple
cell phones. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cell phones, an Apple Watch, 2 cameras over here, like secret stealth cameras. Do you see them? And a bunch of other stuff. These are hard drives. They found child pornography on his drives.
cell phones, some stuffed animals, a watch with the...
I need you to see this right here. This part right here. That right, this nearly took me down right there.
embedded camera, and various other telephone devices.
His stuffed animals with him and a hand puppet, a little ducky hand puppet, and a teddy bear. I just want you to see. So there's something that I want you all to see. Remember, we got here because he was focusing on gumball machines. We saw him playing peekaboo. We saw he had a stuffed puppet. I'm going to read to you a news article from the government of Brazil itself, because you all know that I'm in contact with people on the ground in Brazil, and this is a big story. They've created a movement to counteract passport bros. They're calling it Passport No. That's the name of the movement. If you're from Brazil in here and you know about this movement, please put up your hand. Put up a 5, raise your hand up, an emoji. That's the name of the movement. That's what they're calling it, Passport No. These people are messing it up for everyone because now they are sullying and besmirching the image of the American passport in Brazil. These people need to be stopped. So I'm going to read to you this article because I think it's very relevant for what we are talking about here today. This is from the government of Brazil. So this is a verified source. They have the most accurate information because this is the government's website. So for the people who are blowing smoke for this man, you're playing yourself because this man is going the hell down. Like, this is not a joke. This man is going down. Let me tell you what they have on him. Remember all of those hard drives? During the fulfillment of the search warrant and home seizure, the suspect was in possession of several cell phones and computer equipment in addition to others for production of digital content. Filming and production of digital content. Please hear what it is that I'm saying. Civilian police found in a USB stick video produced by the investigated himself. Floyd was making movies, adult content with children. The investigated himself, where he abuses a child of approximately 6 to 7 years old, with the presence of a woman who is apparently the mother of the child and offers money for the S Act. In the face of this, the American was arrested in flagrant offense for possession of material of child abuse and exploitation. All material will undergo technical expertise to identify other possible victims and verify the extent of the exploitation network. I want you to see the word right there, network. This is a network. It's called Operation Passport No. In direct opposition to the digital phenomenon known as the passport bros, an expression associated with the idea that international mobility, economic power, or visibility in social networks could function as a kind of safe conduct for the practices of socially or legally reprehensible conduct. I want you to know that I am hearing that there are other children who are coming forward who has been abused by this man. Someone in my comments said that it's up to 6 or 7 of them and more coming forward. That I have not verified, but more information will come out. Like I told you, we're going to speak with women on the ground in Brazil. We're going to speak to a feminist. We're going to speak to a lawyer, and we're going to speak to a psychologist, and they're going to tell you what's going on. This is a big story. And in my next video, I'm going to tell you about some other stories that are going viral in Brazil that we have not heard about over here. These men are wreaking havoc. It's not just Floyd. It's not just him. I saw video footage of a man pummeling a woman in an elevator in Brazil. Like she was Jake Paul in a damn boxing ring, except all she did was fold and fall to the floor, and then he started dragging her. I'm going to show that in the next video because I don't want to confuse the two issues in this one, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Let's go back. Remember, this girl right here is another child. This child has tattoos on her arms, and you can see she's so little. Look, how small she is in the chair next to him. And this is him on a mall date, because you cannot date a child. Look at what he's focusing on. Ooh, gumballs. I wonder who I could put the little gumball inside my sock puppet and then move it closer to an area for the child to have to come and get the gumball. This is how sick these people are. He's like, ooh, look at the toys inside there. Yeah. I just want you to see this child. This looks like a grown woman to you? Talking about she grown. This girl looks like she's had her period not even for a full 2 years. Oh, that other person was the worker. The person he was showing was the worker. The image that he had up of the person in the blue shirt, she's the worker. Oh my goodness. This is the worker. That's not the person he's with. Oh my gosh. So he's looking for his next victim. He's lining them up. And look at the person behind who's like, just looking like, what the F is this that's going on? And look at him. That's not even his date. This is what I'm saying. This is his date. So you can see he definitely has a type. Very light skin that likes to wear their hair up in a bun. I'm about to take my bun down, but no, I got too much meat and I'm a woman. We'll hear how he doesn't like women. I'm going to play another video for you after this where another passport bro discovers, listen, we're going to go into it. This looks like the face of a woman to you. And she looks so sad. She's like, look at what I got to do to try to feed my family. She looks so sad. She looks so sad. Poor little thing. Poor little thing. Instead of protecting you, this is what he's doing. Ugh. So they're looking at food. He's out here walking around with somebody's child. And he's showing her little flat child biscuits. He's showing her little flat child biscuits. Does he have her on a scale? Look, you see her little tiny body.
Give me a hug.
I just want you to take a look at this child's face. For those of you who are parents, how old does this little girl look? I want you to, how old does this child look to you? I'm trying to get it to stop right on her face. How old does this child look to you? How old does this child look? If you had to guess. Those of you who are parents and you know how children look, 12, 14, 16, how old does this child look to you? She definitely is not 18. This is not an 18-year-old young lady. She hasn't, her body hasn't begun to develop from the estrogen and progesterone of puberty yet. She has a little tiny bit of shape that happens at the very, very early onset. How old does this child look?
Give me a hug.
This grown ass motherfucking man with his fucking tartar ass filled teeth. Just take a look. Look at his fucking mouth. Look at his fucking mouth. Listen, anybody who comes to this video and you have been with Floyd L. Wallace Jr., go get yourself checked out for plaque, thrush, all different types of bacterial just go get yourself checked. Because this right here, look at his tartar fill. He's not taking care of his mouth. If his mouth looked like that, his toilet seat is always up. He got trash and dirt and garbage on the floor of his room. I can only imagine what the undergird of his sack is like. I know it stinks. I know it does. I know that he has smegma, all types of, you know, the like that stuff that some people who don't clean their belly button, that yam, like this mashed up yam that gets caught inside people's belly button. I know that is what it looks like on the inside of his Listen, I don't want to be too gross, but I know he has smegma. Look at his grill. Look at his grill piece. Gingivitis, periodontal disease, all different types of stuff. Like, this is not funny. She has the little innocent little baby hairs in the back of her neck. Look at this child. Her little baby hairs. Like, dude. Let me see if there's anything else in this video. All right. Right now, we're going to hear from J Rello, who talks about how Floyd is the GOAT. And he likes women on the younger side and kind of butch. We're going to listen to J Rello talk about how even if this man hurt children, we shouldn't snitch on him, right? This whole thing right here is just, it's frightening. And there's a frightening number of men who are coming out saying that because I'm speaking on this, I hate men. Shout out to all the other men who are speaking on this. Because there's going to be a person who comes up on the broadcast to call him to the mat, right? And so I heard that there are passport bros who are talking about me right now doing this broadcast. And they're saying all different types of stuff about me. Hey, you ain't going to stop the show. You're not stopping the show because these children need protection. So we're going to pull up an old video from my archives. How many of you remember this? How many of you? Oh my gosh. That blush I had on was really, ooh, Tonya, you went to town with the blush now. That was a lot of blush, child. Okay. Listen. Hey, but when you're dealing with people like this, you have to get jigsaw looking on them. And I really got the apples of them cheeks really blue shade. Woo! Tawny blue shade. That's what I'm going to call myself when I look like that. Tawny blue shade. Woo, child. That's a lot of blush. But let's continue. Let's jump into it. Self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. Tonight we're talking about J Rello. He's the passport bro who was stuck in the Dominican Republic, who needed the $100, who went viral. And since then, there have been some things about his past that have come to light. Look at my passport bro playlist because I have all of these things. Just look for Tonya TKO and J Rello because I went into the whole background of this dude. This is how it started. They were filming themselves with women. People see that he's laid up in the bed. Why do you think he's showing this?
Validation, right? This means something to a certain segment of population. So if he would have went to another country and bought an antique book, if he would have bought an antique book from another country and showed it on camera, it don't hit the same because the value system of the people that's watching this, they don't resonate with that. They resonate with this.
I loved me some Ken Brisman. He used to speak such wisdom. All right. So I'm going to show some of the comments, but I want you to just check out that video. You can just look back or you can just search for the name J Rello in my videos. Right? Come on, come through, Tanya Blue Sherry. Come on through, girl. Tonya TKO and the name J Rello. So he's talking about how loud she was screaming and all this stuff, just being perverse. Yeah, come through, Tanya Blue Shade, baby. All right, let's continue forward because I get into the story. Look at this degenerate.
All right, guys, I didn't have the budget for the 9s and 10s, bro. Next time, I get y'all. I swear to God,
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? So if you heard that him, part, right? I just wanted to set this.
9s and 10s.
Yeah, I just wanted to set this up for you all. So people are saying she might be a teenager. She looks like she very well could be, right? Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I just had an epiphany. Let's take a look at that girl. J Rello was out there with teens as well? He was out there with teens? He's laughing. So what's happening right here? Hold on, come on, I want to see the girl. Yeah, he's getting a lap dance. This is just real sad. And then so I want to fast forward it a little bit. Oh, but this is the part when he's going to be like, come, my mother wants to say hello to you. All right, let's just go forward just a little bit. It's all free Johns. Come through, Tonya. If there's one thing I love is I love some of me. I be doing the work. like this is a well-researched video. I get hooked on my own content. Like I gotta remind myself I'm live now, but it's like we be going back down the rabbit hole. He's laughing. So what's happening right here in this part of the video? What's happening, Blue Shay? He is allowing people, so we never see her face, right? He is allowing people to disrespect her, to talk about her hair, and to talk about how she doesn't look like she deserves to be paid as a prostitute, saying that she looks like she should be for free. So if you look at his comment, he is telling them, he is writing on, I'll put this large so you can see. He is writing, this is all I could afford. Hold on, Tonya Blue Shay. Or is it the younger Tonya? I don't know which Tonya is talking right now. Hold on, because we all sound the same. We all sound the same. I need to get my bigger screen. Tonya Blue Shay, come on, wait for me. Wait for me. Okay, hold on, Blue Shay, hold on, Blue Shay. Where? I don't see it. Oh, it's on this side. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, go ahead, Blue Shay, talk. Right? And somebody is saying, you should be embarrassed for paying for these type of chicks. You've been getting all these free Johns, right? And then they're like, she got a head of hair, look like the Incredible Hulk. No Kizzy, Lou Ferrigno, right? So this is the way, so a young lady shared her body with him. They say that they're going over there looking for a submissive wife. Right. He went over there, he found a young lady, feminine, fit, she's young, she is friendly. She shared her body with him. And how did he treat her? He was talking and laughing with the men online, showing the depravity inside of his mind. Yeah. Disrespecting a woman who shared her body with him. Yeah. Talk about it, Blue Shay. Talk about it. Tonya Blue Shay. All right, let's get into, so this is him. Oh, he came on the broadcast. I forgot that. Yeah, so he came on the broadcast, y'all. He came on the broadcast.
To see, could I go to this travel destination on a tight budget? I'm actually doing a whole series on it. Basically, like Thailand, you know, with...
Anyway, so what you're doing is, so you're prostituting yourself. You're the prostitute. No, I'm not Apparently, you are prostituting yourself. Men are giving you money for you to go over there and have intercourse, right? Ooh. Listen, you know something? You could say what you want to about Tonya, but I don't say nothing about nobody behind their back that I wouldn't say to their face. And I was giving him the 2-4 right there, because, yeah. Just go look back for those videos. But let me scroll forward, because then we got into his court case, right? Read word for word what this says so that you can get an understanding about the type of human being he is and how many chances he was given before he even got sentenced. And then he even got a break because, you know, he's a charming young man, and so his sentence was reduced. But let's read about what happened, right? After pleading guilty to aiding in a burglary, a Class B felony, J Rello was sentenced to 15 years incarceration. On appeal, he challenges the appropriateness of his sentence. We affirm the facts, right? We affirm. I want to get into what this man did, because what he did was so despicable. Hold on. Come on, victim safe. Rello points out that he did not enter the house, possess a weapon, or perpetrate the attack and rape of the victim. We acknowledge Rello's role in the crime. Rello's sterilized version of the facts is not the entire story. However, listen. In considering the nature of the offense, we also considered the following from the victim's impact statement. Listen. According to the victim, Rello was on her bus route for 2 years. Listen. Listen to how this other man, this other deranged derelict or deranged acting derelict found out about her. Rello was on her bus route for 2 years. For 2 years, he chatted up this woman and befriended this woman. For 2 years, he rode with her on the bus from the time that he was a young man, 16, to when he was 18. Remember, this is all concocted in the mind of an 18-year-old. What were you doing at 18? At 18, I was running track, buying bagels at the deli. I used to be so happy to be able to get a toasted bagel with cream cheese at the deli. And they used to have these
Otis Spunkemeyer. Yes, the chocolate on chocolate, and it used to be gooey. They would come fresh out the oven, and they would. Oh, I remember those days. I remember those days of yawn.
These really soft cookies. And every once in a while after track practice, when we would all walk to the store, I would buy one of these soft chocolate chip cookies. I forget the name of them.
Otis Spunkemeyer. Otis Spunkemeyer.
It had some long name, but
yes,
that's what I was doing at 18, right?
Yes.
Who was concocting a plan like this? For 2 years, he chatted her up, befriended her. Listen. Approximately 3 to 4 weeks prior to the burglary and the attack, Rello came to the victim's home and befriended the victim's son. So he chatted her up for 4 weeks, pretending to be a nice young man. Then he came to her house and befriended her son. So I guess maybe she had a teenage son. Because remember, he was a teenager at the time, right? During one of his visits, Rello asked to see the entire house. On the morning of the burglary and attack, Rello drove Green to the store where Green stole duct tape. Rello then drove Green to the victim's residence and sat outside as a lookout for nearly 45 minutes, almost an hour. At any moment, he could have said, you know what, this is taking too long. Maybe it went wrong or whatever. Remember, he never went to the house. He never went to check on things to see if his friend was knocked out on the floor. Why? Because he had an idea of what was going on inside.
Yes, he
because
did.
If you're there to go grab a safe where you already know where the safe is, look, he drove him to the store to get the duct tape. What's the duct tape for? Right? So he waited outside 45 minutes. He never once went up to the door to check and see, oh, is he banged over the head? Oh, did this go awry? No.
No, because he knew.
None of that. None of
knew.
that. Why?
He knew.
Why?
He knew.
Because he knew.
He did.
This is my speculation. I speculate that he knew.
Go ahead, Blucher. Tonya Blucher. You know he knew.
I speculate that he had an idea that whatever was going on in there, that he needed to duct tape a woman, that it was going to take 45 minutes to do, or however long it took. That this man attacked this woman and raped her for 45 minutes while this guy sat outside and gave him a getaway car to get away from the scene of the crime.
All right. I just want us to pay attention to what it is that we've heard. This is who J Rello is. He set a woman up to be robbed and raped for 45 minutes while he sat out in the car to provide a getaway for this man. This man has contacted me several times to try to get back on my broadcast. I won't give him airtime. I'm not promoting his brand. I want you all to know the type of human being that this is that has entered the Passport Bro movement. Somebody inside my comments said, black men that I know in real life are not like this. Motherfucker, listen, and I don't typically curse women out on my broadcast, but some of you ladies are becoming very goddamn dangerous. Listen to me when I tell you this, and I'm not going to repeat myself twice. The jails are filled with millions of men who commit these crimes. Just because you see a person and speak to a person doesn't mean that you really know that person. You think they walk around with the scarlet letter on their forehead? They doing this dirt in silence, and I can tell you one damn thing that I know for motherfucking sure. The worst of the worst have the best charm. They're the types of people that you would bet your house on that are on the up and up. They have the best charm, let me tell you. These men surround themselves in an innocent, gregarious, happy aura. Meanwhile, they're wreaking havoc on people behind the scenes. Don't tell me about who the fuck you know, because you don't goddamn really know any motherfucking body till you see their ass on the news and what it is that they really doing. Don't talk to me about who you know in real life, because there are black men every single day who are doing these things. And we do not help the community when we do not call the truth the truth. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. People want to talk about white men and all this other stuff and detract. Well, women are going over there too. And please, please. In the black community, the perpetrators are by and large black men. By and large, very rare for a white man to come into the black community. Now, don't get me wrong. There are interwoven, overlapping systems of oppression in this country so that white men sit at the top, at the pinnacle of it, and we are all underneath different levels of control. We have the white male patriarchy. We have black male patriarchy. We have white men, black men. We have the patriarchy and misogyny that exists among men throughout the layers. Then we have whiteness that is affecting women. Then we have black women. And then we have misogynistic minded black women who are ops, in my opinion. You batting for the other team, putting the rest of us at risk. There are many black women who work with these predators to get other black women set up. There are black girls who are so male identified, so misogynistic in their programming that they will set you up to get trafficked, to get kidnapped, to get RAP to the ED. Yeah. So you come into my comments talking about who you don't know. Don't play that game over here. Don't play that game. I'm telling you what this man did. And it wasn't just one man, it was two. And look at him. He got his bright little hazel eyes. And this person looked like a child. At 18, he looked 16 to me. This person looks like a damn child right here. And this is what he was concocting in his mind. It's like the predation runs deep. And when we make excuses for them, we don't make it better. So now let's hear from J Rello in 2025 talking about this situation here.
What has happened is a bunch of bad people have hopped into the Passport Bro movement. They're evil, they're wicked, and they took advantage of that movement to hide their criminal activity. Now, but this is the thing. Society don't look at it like that. We got a passport. Is this the original? I can't believe this. Is this? Let me see. Oh, no, it's a guy. Okay, we'll see. Hold on. Is this Rello?
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy J Rello, the #1 traveling YouTuber. What's going on tonight?
So this person is going on and on in my comments. Listen, Tonya, that's a genuine statement from my lived experience that the men I know are not like that. And then she goes, that's not saying much really because it's like 5 of them. How does that relate? You're distracting from what it is that we're talking about. If you don't know people like that, tell me what is the impetus on the inside to come and let us know. Okay, I want somebody to go verify that the men that she knows are not like that. You speaking up about things that nobody here can verify. We don't know you. We don't know who it is that you know. And then you say you only know like 5 of them. Okay, I don't, to my knowledge, know people like this either. However, I know that they out there. I know that there are dope boys. I know that there are stick up kids. I know that there are a lot of different types of people that's not too far from me in the ghetto. I know that. But what is that desire? This is what I'm saying. People like you, and I'm not going to stutter when I say this, people like you frighten me. I'm afraid of women like you who would come out on a broadcast where I'm talking about this man's predation so that you could come and interject that the men that you know not like that. And if they not like that, then go run to them and go hug them. And close your mouth on my broadcast. I don't understand what you're doing. You're distracting from the video at hand. And then people are speaking truth. We don't know what people do in the dark. Now, you sound like a woman that knows what she's talking about. I would be more inclined to trust a person like that than a person talking about people like, I don't know none of them. They don't not like all right. So that when I sit up there and I tell you that your friend boxed me in the head or scammed me out some money, you be like, well, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. For those of you who remember Gone with the Wind and that dodo bird, she doesn't understand danger at all or the world around her. The passport bros need to get deport from every airport. Look, I don't know about that because where they gonna come back to? Listen, let me keep going on.
Oh, okay, what's up with you, bro? I'm not familiar with you, brother.
Not familiar with me?
I'm
J
not.
Rello.
I got you. I'm not. The name I am. I'm familiar with your name, and
Okay, so let me handle this real quick because this young lady, she says to me, where is it? It went by so quickly. Hold on, because I want to nip this in the bud right now. I'm not making excuses. I'm speaking to my experience with Black men. Most are genuinely good. We know that. And here we are on this broadcast talking about this. And then she says to me, all due respect, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You running away, girl. Listen, motherfucker. Listen. Please. Do not be the first woman that I curse out on my broadcast. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then. Let me help you find out what the fuck I'm talking about right goddamn now, motherfucker.
Too close to the edge now. Only thing they got is toxicity. Think you need a cleanse, feel it out. You got the back, but they ain't got yours. You've done enough, but they still want more. You've been a good friend down to the core. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
I get it. I'm trying not to. I'm trying. Listen. It's calling me. I couldn't help myself. Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Super Mammy. I mean, come the hell on.
Where is the other one?
I ain't going nowhere. 'Cause you're the black man I wish I knew. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. And yo, and yo, and yo, and you're gonna love me.
I mean, come on. All right. Ooh, that was good. That was a good. I let out a lot of steam during that twerk. Now let's get into the video since we no longer have the distractions. I'm happy that I have not till this day cursed out a woman on my broadcast, and I'm glad that she did not turn herself into the first one. Whew.
I think you've done live streams with Floyd, right?
Yeah. We got a the iconic live stream we did in Sasua last year, for sure.
Oh, wasn't it something like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
No, that was last year, Memorial Day in Sasua.
Oh, okay.
His people had paid him to link up with me, and we had a crazy time over at my villa last year. It was insane.
Okay, well, hold
Yeah,
up. What I'm gonna do, because you joined us and you're a known personality, I'm gonna let that out and I'm gonna put you at right here. That's all you, brother. So if you want to, you can cam.
Nah, I ain't gonna come up tonight because I'm kind of moving around. But I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you know. I mean, if you know Floyd, you gotta know J Rello. Like, I mean, I'm really famous on YouTube, basically.
How do you feel as a person who knows Floyd, who's done lives with Floyd, about him telling all he knows to the authorities?
I mean, whatever he has to do to get out of that situation is what he's gonna have to do. He's in some serious trouble. Some heinous crimes, unbelievable stuff. I don't know how Brazil's crime situation is on stuff like this. I don't know if he's gonna get off lighter. I don't know if he's gonna get off harder than he would here. It's just a whole bunch of question marks and questions I don't have the answers to at this point. For sure.
Well, J Rello, have no idea. I go with the benefit of the doubt. You just a regular dude. You travel just like everybody else.
Who?
You do. You're a traveler, right? Passport bro,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm like, I'm a content creator. I'm an independent travel vlogger, but you know, I'm really famous for my trips, basically.
Can you tell me that right now as we speak, you have no concern about any content, phone, anything, if there's some inquiry about your participation with Floyd?
No. I'm not worried about any type of legal. Listen, when I was with Floyd, he was just a weird, likable guy. He had a poppin' YouTube. He's literally a legend in the travel space. Like,
So he's calling Floyd the pedo. He's calling him a legend in the travel space. He is a passport bro through and through, the legend.
like everybody knows Floyd. Like he's solidified as one of those names. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, when I met him, he was around his peak last year when he was like really popping, but he hadn't done anything on YouTube in forever. It's been a month before I think he's even been live on his channel. So he had got deep off into some other stuff, fucking with cops, filing lawsuits, getting arrested. I hadn't spoke with.
He had been doing the cop stuff for over 10 years. Like, he's been doing that for quite some time.
Them in a while.
Long before he took his predation over to the Passport Bro movement. And you all welcomed him in.
Like, I used to hit him up personally on the back end because, like I said, after we
Listen, go ahead and like the video, please. I'm seeing that you all have not liked the video yet. Come on, we all here together. I ain't even asking you to subscribe. Just like the video. If you can subscribe if you choose to, so that you can find me again. Subscriptions are for you, so that you'll know how to find people again. But liking the video lets YouTube know that what we're doing here is legit. Like the video. Make sure that you're subscribed. YouTube has been unsubscribing people, so make sure that you are still subscribed. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Talking about certain controversial topics on my channel has had an effect on the channel.
That crazy trip in Sasua last year, people were always saying like, y'all should do a part 2. That shit was crazy because I had some girls over and he fucking freaked out and didn't want no part to the girls, and I ended up having to have a threesome with the girls. It was crazy.
Hold up. So they were grown.
Listen, I need you to just make sure that you pay attention to this right here. Just pay attention to what he's saying. Listen to this. Listen. Listen.
And I ended up having to have a threesome with the girls. It was crazy.
Listen. It's just madness. I just need you to pay attention to the madness that we're hearing right now. Because the revolution will not be televised, and talking about certain controversial topics in America has had an effect on my channel. So thank you to all the new people who have subscribed. And for the people who thought you were subscribed, take a look around and make sure that you're still subscribed. And if this is your first time coming across me, subscribe now so that you can be sure that you'll find me again. All right. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can find me again. I want you to pay attention. So last year in Sasua, he's talking about the Dominican Republic. There's a part called Sasua. He says that he had a house out there. There were lots of passport bros in there, and they had a wild and crazy time. I can only imagine what that time was like. Because what they like to do is they like to go to the areas where the working girls are and then pay them for intercourse, sometimes stiff them. But they like to do all types of depraved, deranged acts to these women in exchange for money because the women are desperate. And he's saying that he brought 2 women back to the crib. And the man that we're talking about, Floyd L. Wallace Jr., the one who was just caught in Brazil for harming little girls as young as 6 or 7, that he didn't want no parts of the grown women. Take a listen.
Trip in Sasua last year, people were always saying like, y'all should do a part 2. That shit was crazy because I had some girls over and he fucking freaked out and didn't want no part to the girls, and I ended up having to have a threesome with the girls. It was crazy.
Hold up. So they were grown women, right?
Yeah.
And
These
he
were
did,
grown women.
hold up. And he's a single man, and he didn't want to experience the situation with those. Like you said, he didn't want them, right?
Yeah, he didn't want
Yeah,
them.
that's
It
a
makes
lot of
sense
that
now. That's even more grimmer now that you just brought that to my attention. I mean, it was hilarious in a moment because there was 300 people in the building and
Listen. Someone is saying, I thought they were looking for wives. Yeah, exactly. But they're having threesomes and renting out houses to have prostitutes, and they're filming this. He said there were 300 people watching, and Floyd did not want to be with a grown woman. And he was like, nah. So then he had to go and have a threesome with the 2 women. And listen to how he discovers. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
makes sense now. That's even more grim.
No. I want you all to pay attention. He did not want to be with a grown woman, but these men are broadcasting this stuff for audiences of incels.
I had some girls over and he fucking freaked out and didn't want no part to the girls, and I ended up having to have a threesome with the girls. It was crazy.
Hold up. So they were grown women, right?
Yeah.
And
These
he
were
did,
grown women.
hold up. And he's a single man, and he didn't want to experience the situation with those. Like you said, he didn't want them, right?
Yeah, he didn't want them.
That's
It makes sense now. That's even more grimmer now that you just brought that to my attention. I mean, it was hilarious in a moment because there was 300 people in the building and they were like, you crazy. Like, I had a girl over there that was decent as hell that was for him, and he didn't want no parts of her at all. So
listen,
it definitely, but he had told me he liked it stud, so I thought that was kind of weird, but he actually liked it more masculine females is what I found out, basically. So it made sense to me.
Which, he's got these fetishes, which he's maybe gay. No, hold on. He's just fighting it, and he's doing what the closest way he's
He
accepting.
might be a trisexual, is what I think.
Well,
he would be more than.
you tend to actually, if you want to do it. I'm not a sex crimes.
Our image of traveling content creators is such in the toilet right now. Like, I'm doing a whole revamp. I'm monitoring how I'm speaking on my channel. Like, I'm just really, really gonna try to clean up this image because right now Floyd got us looking so crazy. Like, when I say Floyd was a legend, Floyd was really a legend. Like Floyd was one of them ones.
He was a legend. He was one of them ones. We saw the type of stuff that Floyd was broadcasting himself with children that we have to argue in the comments about whether or not they were 12 or 14. He was one of them ones. He got a child in his place over there picking up garbage off his damn floor with his toilet seat agape in the background, teeth full of tartar. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So
Yeah,
everybody knew Floyd, basically.
but he fumbled the bag.
I mean, he's sick. If they're what they're saying is true. I mean, I'm not looking at him
Well,
as
he's
somebody.
actually been sick because you don't wake up and become a pedophile.
Right, but the fact that he's attracted to children in the first place is what makes him sick, like medically. You see what I'm saying? So he needs help. He needs help. He needs, to get down to you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I just want to say this. There's no cure for pedophilia. There's no cure for being a pedophile. Being a pedophile means that you're attracted to children, right? There's many different types of ways that people like to split hairs and say, well, there's children who are prepubescent and children who are postpubescent. There's no cure for pedophilia. There's no cure for being a pedophile, right? And there are many pedophiles out there, many, many pedophiles. But the pedophiles who have morals, who love children, do not touch them. Just because you're attracted to children doesn't mean that you have to touch them. Okay, you have this attraction, but you don't harm other people because of your attraction. I watched a documentary on this, and so I know from watching the documentary that there are many people out there who have these attractions, and what they do is, of their love for society, their love for children, their love for themselves, their love of whomever, whatever deity, they don't trouble children. They just stay celibate because they're not attracted to grown women. There's something off in them that never grew up as they grew up. This is why you have to just really kind of pay attention to the way people speak, what they showcase, like how him showing the little bubble gum machines and all of that. That's one of the giveaways right there. And you see him peekaboo doing all that stuff. Listen, he was one of them ones.
He needs help. He needs, to get down to you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe he might say, I was just doing this for, whatever. I don't know how he was funding his last trips. He hadn't done a fundraiser. He wasn't popping on YouTube like that. He might have had somebody on the back end that could have been financing him to put him up to this. That's the only.
So now he's trying to make an excuse, trying to put it out there that maybe a financier was paying for him to create this type of content. He filmed himself violating children. And there were other people in these videos that the authorities in Brazil say that it's a network. A network.
Only other logical explanation I could think that would really make sense of this, because this crime is heinous.
Well, Jay.
Someone is saying, I never heard of a pedo not harming children, didn't know that was a thing. It's absolutely a thing. If you think about it, there's plenty of stuff that we're attracted to. I happen to be attracted to very dark, rippling skin. But that don't mean I just jump on everyone with some dark chocolatey brown skin and some muscles. I don't do that. I controls myself. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be attracted to any number of things, but that doesn't mean that you just go and just start putting your genitalia on. Like, who are you if without self-control? Like, just because you like a thing, if you think about it, if you think about the types of things that you look at when you pull up, the types of videos you look at when you want to blank, 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 and the types of things that you actually do in real life. Like, you can pull up some things and look at because there's a part of you in your mind that there's some sort of twisted or brokenness that's attracted to something that you're seeing in that video. And then once the urge is gone, once you blank, 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 but then when it comes to what you do in real life, that's a whole other story. Fantasy and real life are very different things. Ugh, like, people can have a fantasy about public exploration. That doesn't mean that you want to be or that you are going to be in public. You still, at the end of the day, have self control. So it's like, why? Why do something that you know is going to harm another person, a child, and harm them irreparably for life? I don't have a mentally ill predilection. I don't have that. What I'm saying is, just because you're attracted to something doesn't mean you have to give in to that urge. And if you know that for the rest of your life cannot go without harming a child, and it's either your life or theirs, you know what you need to do. Rather than hurt a child, I would rather you put yourself in an institution, get yourself chemically castrated, let people know, listen, I have these urges and I'm going to give into these urges. Go get yourself chemically castrated. Listen, you know what? Pretend that you're trans and go get your thing chopped off. Get it chopped off. That way you cannot hurt anyone. I don't know what else to say. Attraction to children is sick and it is disgusting and it has no place in moral society. However, there are people out there, that's just a reality. And there are things that they can do. They can go get themselves bloop or bloop. Or you can just go live in a forest somewhere where you don't come into contact with any people. And then don't go grocery shopping. And then you know what will happen sooner or later. Just don't grocery shop. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to be too graphic. Go out into the forest and don't go grocery shopping. If you understand what it is that I'm saying. Or just start walking into the water and just keep walking.
You are a passport bro, and you've been around for a while. Do you want to see?
Some of you ladies are just straight nasty. Somebody talking about I love pegging men, but I hold myself back. I don't know what to say about you all. You know what? Y'all got.
Wow. Do you want to see?
Someone is saying they can still hurt children even if they castrate. I think castration takes away the sexual urge, so that any other urge after that is not caused by sexual desire. So you just want to hurt a child then. It's not that you can't help. You can help yourself. You just want to hurt a child. And in that case, just go straight go walk out into the ocean. You know what? Rub yourself. They sell pig's blood out there on movie sets. Rub yourself in pig's blood and then just go walk into the oceans of the Caribbean. And hey, listen, you know something? Y'all got some problems. Let me continue with my thing. I'm ignoring y'all now.
Do you want to see him tell everything he knows and let the blame or all that stuff fall where it mays?
I mean, see, here's the thing. I'm a person that values like integrity and like not snitching. And so hypothetically, even though I hate it and it's despicable what he's accused of, I could never really condone him snitching and getting some other people in trouble if he was the.
Wait a minute.
I ain't gonna lie, for real.
But Jay, if you hate what he's done,
but I still abide by no snitching. I still abide by my code of no snitching, though.
Jay,
that still applies in this situation. I know it might not listen. If you're a regular citizen, it's not gonna make sense to you. That's the thing.
It
when
can't
you're raised
apply
under a different code, no snitching
J Rello,
with everything. You hear me? There's no excuses for no snitching.
Okay, hold up. Just you can hold that position. J Rello, because there were children involved, and I get
still can't snitch. He still doesn't get a G pass to snitch. He done that time.
Yes, he does.
Listen, there's a guy who's about to come up on the broadcast and confront J Rello about his criminal past. That's what's about to happen right now. So exactly, not snitching, exactly, like what are we talking about? And I think he's saying that because he knows there's some stuff going on with him. He was hanging out with this dude and he doesn't want him to snitch. But he said something different in the beginning of the broadcast. He was like, he got to do what he got to do to get himself out of those charges. Remember he said that? Don't call him a vagina. That man is a testicle. He's a testicle. He's not a vagina. Vaginas are wonderful. Stop it. If you're going to insult somebody, call them male genitalia. Don't call them a vagina.
His own clue behind that.
What about the children?
Rello got to protect the predators because you know Rello was in a sex crime before. He was a getaway driver.
Who is
I don't
that?
know
Who the
anything
fuck
about
is that came on here? Who is that?
That's a guy who calls himself Blue Book Pookie.
Oh my
He's
God!
from the
Okay.
travel
Okay.
I mean, J Rello got a court
we're
case
talking
for it.
about something. We're talking
He
about
got a court
snitching
case for
versus
it.
pedophile shit. This is totally different thing. You guys
It was for assaulting a woman sexually. It's the same type of stuff.
No, I was accessory to a burglary where a woman was sexually assaulted. Yes, I was, and I have been 100% honest about that. I've done 7 years in prison behind that. I took full responsibility.
So
what
of course
happened.
you want to protect these pedophiles.
I didn't know that, but that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm saying tonight. As far as the no,
you want to protect pedophiles. So I mean,
I don't want him to protect. No, I'm not saying protect pedophiles. I'm saying he's got to stay true to what his code was. If
this person who put this video up, his channel is Platinum Elite. That's the name of the channel. Exposing this guy for the creep that he is.
He took a vow not to snitch if he got jammed up in this. That's what I am saying.
But J Rello, we're gonna let you clarify because there's some confusion. Before you stand on not snitching, before you do it, if he has information that can take down a ring that is a threat to children, if he has that, if there are individuals out here who were involved with what he was doing, he has an obligation for the safety of the kids to tell everything.
He don't care about that. He was perpetrating a crime. That's what you're not thinking.
You keep doing
it's
this.
No different if he was selling drugs and he was going to tell his king that it would be the same exact situation. It would be the same exact situation if he was selling dope. It would be the same thing.
You keep
it's the
repeating.
same logic.
So you realize that if you are publicly saying he should not snitch, you are, whether you like it or not, protecting pedophiles.
I'm saying snitching code still applies if he took vows not to snitch. I'm saying he probably, this might not even apply to this situation because it is what it is, but I'm saying in situations how I was raised, if I'm jammed up in this situation, if I'm in Floyd's position,
I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna give you a chance to clear this up, brother.
I'm standing 10 toes down on my not snitching because I'm just built like that. Like I would never tell on. If I get jammed up, I'm never telling on nobody.
Even with
I'm not
crimes,
telling to get out of jail. That's big
even
for
with
me.
crimes involving children.
If I'm involved in the children, obviously it doesn't matter to me that's what you looking at from listen. I understand you. I'm trying to have a higher
I'm trying to help you, brother. I'm doing everything I can to try to help you. But you don't want no help. Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to explain it to you how it works. The same logic applies if he would have got caught selling dope. It's the still no snitching applies. Just because it's involved with kids, it doesn't change the parameters of no snitching. It doesn't say under no snitching, hey, if you get caught fucking with kids, this don't apply. No, it's still the same shit. No snitching. Oh my mom.
Okay, there you go. We got a grown man who's come on the platform and said publicly that Floyd should stick to some code or street code when he could. We know if he knows things, we know if he delivers that information, it saves the lives of those children. But we got a grown man publicly saying he should not say anything. And there is a disagreement on that. We're not trying, can't change his mind, but then again, I just want you to know that.
Oh, that's it. That's the end of the video. This marks all of the footage that I wanted to show you all today. What are your thoughts on all of this? We went through a lot today. The official government evidence says he is on the hard drives himself, harming a child intimately, while the mother is there watching on. This sick mother who sold her child up. And Rello is saying, oh, well, maybe somebody paid him to do that. He still did it. I don't care if somebody has the choice not to do it, but we saw several videos of Floyd L. Wallace Jr. So this is the way one of the children looked. And then we have footage of another one of the children.
One.
All right. We've seen him with several girls who look like, if you look at the size difference, you can even see how much bigger he is than this little girl right here. So we've seen him in several videos. We saw him in a video pretending to do some peekaboo with a woman, focusing on gumball machines. We saw him with little teddy bears, a hand teddy bear puppet, a bunch of cameras and equipment to film and produce this content. The man is sick. And there's a lot of people who are in this movement who want to distract from the fact that his behavior was not called out in the movement. When they saw him with these little girls, they still called him a legend and told you to vote for him so that he could do more of this. Anyway, I want to see some of your thoughts. What are your thoughts on today's broadcast? And then let's talk about the self-love lessons from today's show. What is it that you have learned? So I want you to type SLL for self-love lesson. And I want you to tell me what it is that you've learned about loving yourself anew from today's broadcast. So new ways to love yourself, more ways to express that self-love. Let me show you all this real quick. This is a reality show that they were filming that was supposed to take place in Santo Domingo. This is the cast. These are the men who signed up to be and have votes. So this is why they were like, oh, vote for this guy, vote for this guy. These are the guys who are asking for your votes. You see, we have Austin Holloman, we have David Bond, we have Marcus Randall. We have a whole bunch of guys. I see the self-love lessons are coming in. So we'll go through this in the next video that we cover on this subject. But there's a lot of them. You see J Rello there. Floyd is on the page right there. There's a whole bunch of them in this movement.
Hey Knockout, thanks for watching. This video set your soul on fire. Make sure that you return the favor by making sure that you're subscribed and watching one of the other videos. QR code in the middle gives you my personal link.
Baby, you set my soul